to change. Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to the stream. We are having some talks about political stuff, humanitarian stuff, ethical stuff, and so forth. Joining me is Human and
What
Fua
up?
Fua.
Hello.
I have to mention it. So let's go to it. So actually, hold on, just so we can kind of lead in what we were talking about. So the conversation was basically what's considered free, and Human took from that discussion a point that he wanted to give us that branches off from a book. Go ahead.
Yeah.
The book you're referring to again, which one was it?
It's called The Botany of Desire, and it's not really political, but it's like scientific. And
Is
it's something really deep to think about.
Alright.
Like, and so you have apple trees, right?
Right.
And how when we find an apple tree that we like with a sweet apple, because of course there's thousands of apples out there that are not sweet.
Millions, actually, but
And
alright.
then- Yeah. And so I'm talking like thousands of species of apples.
I'm talking about, like,
Like
there's
the-
millions of species of apples. Just a
Oh.
small point on the side. I'm not sure if the calculation was correct, but apparently, if you tried another species of apples every single day of your life, it would take you about 9 years to try all of them.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no.
How many years? Remember,
I
I'm
was
not
thinking-
I'm not
I think,
naming I'm not naming each species of apples, but there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a crap ton. That's what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Here.
All right, go ahead. But over a
All right.
thousand, like way over 1,000. There's like in the millions.
Yeah. So, you got that many species of apples, and we only really grow, like mass produce, a few species compared to the mass, right?
Yeah.
Because those are the delicious ones to us, and the sugary ones, and the sweetest ones. And so, the way it's explained in the book is, we thought that we were the smart ones by getting the sweetest apple and selling it and all that, right?
Yeah.
Like buying it, selling it, growing it for our own. But in reality, the apple was outsmarting us. So when an apple gets like the new gene for the sweetest one, we nurture it, right? We grow it, we plant it, we do everything for it, just
Yeah.
because of its sweetness. So the apples almost figured that out, and so they have been playing us the whole time, getting sweeter and getting better for us to taste, so that we would grow it. That's just kind of to
Well,
think about how we've been played
I
the whole
get-
time by apples.
I get what you're saying by, like, you know, that the apple's picking and choosing how sweet it is
Yeah.
based off how much we pick the fruit. But at the same time,
Are you
aren't
on
there...
drugs?
It probably
Me?
is.
That's just domestication, dude. You can say that about any fruit.
But hold on. But that's what I
Literally,
wanted to
the
make...
bananas we eat is one species of banana, and technically they're all clones of each other.
Yeah, they are.
So they just break off a part of the plant and then replant
Not
it.
necessarily.
No,
but the
it's
point
literally
is-
one type
is-
of banana.
But my point is humans think that they are the center of everything. Like, we're getting the best deal out of the apple and growing the apple, selling the apple, and all that. But in reality, the apple has been getting it from us.
Getting what from us?
Life. They've like
Yeah,
even
but it's
apples
the same.
evolved to get
The same
sweeter.
conversation is like you can use the same conversation for like dogs. Like when people talk about domesticated dogs versus wild dogs, which is technically wolves. A lot of people say that, you know, it's the animal that kind of pick and chose what
Well,
breed they
yes.
wanted to be, that they all started from wolves. But it wasn't the animal; it was humans. We picked and
Yeah.
chose which ones we liked the best, and we breeded them. Most breeds these days, anyways, of dogs, whether they're wild or they're not, are pretty much all branched from what we chose as what we wanted, from hunting animals to like house pets. And when I'm saying animals and
Yes.
house pets, I'm not referring to cats. I'm just saying dogs in general. Like all of those breeds
But-
came from stuff that we chose. Like we picked one dog over the other. for both loyalty, interaction, and so forth.
I got your point.
Right? And
But
you could say it's the same way with
do
the
plants
apples thing.
have brains?
It is a living, breathing creature.
It is. Well, not necessarily breathing. It does perform
Yeah, it is.
respiration. But
Wait, but then what classifies... See, the same thing's going to break down to the conversation we had about freedom. Like, what classifies as breathing? And because the creature doesn't have lungs, it doesn't mean that it's not breathing. Like, fish breathe, they use their gills. But because a plant doesn't have gills or lungs, doesn't mean that it doesn't breathe. It does breathe, it just
bugs don't have
breathes in other stuff.
Bugs don't have a respiratory system. They just have holes in their body.
yeah. Man, we are going on the biggest tangent off this. I like it. You blame me?
Oh, I
you don't
died.
You don't like thinking conversations like this?
I'm fine with thinking conversations. It's just that, like, your argument could go both ways, but you make it sound like you're only going to go the one direction with it.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm not sure. I'm not at the point. Like, are you... Okay, answer this question then. Are you giving us, like, a topic to discuss? Or are you giving us a topic that you believe in?
To discuss.
Oh, okay.
Like, you could refute
But I'm saying if you
or
believe that plants don't
support.
breathe, like, then all the arguments that people have about global warming and the destruction of trees would be invalid, where people are saying that by cutting down trees, you're reducing the clean air that we can breathe because plants breathe in what we breathe out.
Yeah.
Right? And if
Well,
you're saying
there's
plants
4
don't breathe, then that argument would be invalid because what's the point of trees then?
Yeah. I agree.
Right?
But there's
So,
4 sections in the book, though.
What is this book
It's
actually
apples,
for?
Science. It was actually
So,
a
like, what
college
is it
book.
discussing?
It's discussing, like, the evolution or, like... It's weird. It's actually a book written by a scientist that, like, studied all these things. And it's actually a pretty good... There's a movie on it, too, if you want to watch the movie anytime. But it's actually... The movie's more informational than the book, I felt like. But...
You know, now thinking about it, I think, like, the best example of domestication is almonds. Because
Almonds?
almonds are poisonous. Yeah, because they're, like... Almonds contain cyanide, and then, like, ancient almonds contain a large amount of cyanide
Well,
to the point where it would kill people.
even bananas, like bananas in general, are supposed to contain seeds. The bananas that most people eat, the ones that are seedless, those are all like genetically grown to not have seeds in them.
Yeah. So...
They have seeds. You can cut them in... Oh, not the plantain. You can cut them in half, and then, yeah, you see the seeds.
Well, you'll
But,
see the seeds,
you-
but they're not seeds you can replant. It's not like if you take the
Yeah,
banana.
they're not infertile. They're
Yeah.
not infertile. Any banana you have in the store, any yellow banana that's not a plantain, just a regular yellow banana is a clone from
Yeah.
the original yellow banana.
You can't replant it. It's a one-time thing.
So, GURPS.
So that's why people say if a freaking bacteria, a pest or something evolved to eat away at that specific type of banana, you're fucked. Because there's no variation at all.
No, it
Every
wouldn't
crop
grow
would be
back.
destroyed.
But I'm pretty sure, like, you know how in Halo with the have you guys played the Halo series or know anything about it?
Yeah.
All right, remember how with the Forerunners, when they were gonna set off Halo for the first time, they had to like get samples of every species and then sort of regrow everything.
Hey, GURPS, how's that Scorch Cannon going for you?
Not bad. I got one shot left on it though.
Gotcha.
This guy's watching the stream. Shit.
I was. I got a text and I had to answer it.
Oh. But yeah, like with an argument like that, with the whole plants thing, it boils down to like so much as to how we interpret things.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty interesting topic to think about, but
To an extent.
yeah.
Oh, Fufa.
So,
Hold up, sorry.
Yeah.
did
When
you
we were
guys...
saying topic, but hold on, before we continue. Did you hear they're gonna do armors for Kubro?
No way.
Yeah, armors, and there's gonna be a new species.
That's tight.
So, did you guys,
Fuck my
curious, you guys know that new upgrade thing, right?
What upgrade?
For your guns and your armor,
Yeah.
to max them out the new way or whatever.
Yeah, you hit the
Well, did
little
you guys-
etheric light on it.
So, explain how this is, or why this is to me, please. When you hit upgrade, it says, upgrade to the maximum available for year 1.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
So, I don't know what the year 1 is about.
It's pretty self-explanatory for the first year of Destiny.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, what does that mean for the future of Destiny? Like, is it gonna be?
They may not be.
on
They may not be
Destiny,
updating
or-
all the guns. If that's what you're trying to ask, they may not be doing that.
No, what I'm saying is, what happens when year 1's over?
Who knows?
Like, are they planning on using Destiny and just building a bunch of expansions off that? Or, I know Destiny 2 is already in the
In the works.
making.
How long has Destiny been
Yes.
out so far? Has it been over a year?
It's been no, it's not. It hasn't been over a year yet. It's getting there though.
I imagine, because it seems like it's been out for a while, but at the same time, like it feels like it just came out this year. But I know it's been out since
I
last
know
year.
it came out before, like, at least October last year.
Is anybody able to check
don't-
when it actually came out?
I got it.
Okay. Grips, what's that gun you're using, bruh?
This one? It's the, hold up. These captains, man.
I see it's arc damage. Is it a pulse rifle?
It's the other one.
Scout
rifle.
rifle.
Yeah.
Is that
This
the thing
is-
from the
It came out
Crater Raid?
September
Yeah,
9th.
Fang of Iryut. It came out when?
Gotcha. September
September
9th.
9th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
So it's pretty close to a year then.
Grips, do you guys fish a lot up there in Canada?
Yes.
Do you like fishing?
Yeah, I do. We
I'm
like
just curious,
fishing
man.
in the moons of Mars.
Hey.
I said in Canada.
Yeah, Canada's located on Mars. Didn't you know that? Bro,
Yeah.
everybody knows that.
Does Mars have moons?
No, I'm just saying, like,
Oh, wait, yeah, sorry. Yes, it does.
cultures, like, I realize you're getting annoyed at the fact that I'm
There's like
saying
two, right?
Canada's way different than America. But what I'm saying is the culture's a lot different between
Yes.
the two countries.
But they're not that different. Like, if a person were to come from, say, like, Europe and experience Canadian culture and compare it to American culture, there's very subtle but very small differences.
Yeah.
But a person from Europe is probably not going to notice those unless they know people from here. But, like, if you took somebody from Europe who's never been to the States, or doesn't, which is very rare because most of the stuff now you can find online anyways, but has never been to the States and doesn't really experience anything, and never been to Canada either, and then they did the trips back and forth. If you didn't tell them that they were in a different country when they were in Canada and in a different country when they were in America, they wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah. I'd
Well,
agree
besides
with
the
that.
fact that there's a border now, so I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they,
blindfold 'em.
well, here's the thing. Like, if you didn't, well, I'm pretty sure at the same time, like, yeah, that's the only thing. If they went across the border, unless they didn't realize that that's what borders here are like versus like in Europe, because I know in some places
They don't
in
have
Europe,
borders in most of Europe.
yeah, like I know some places in Europe, you can like go across different countries in a single day, without having to pull out your passport. Like, there's a resort, in Finland, for snowboarding and skiing stuff like that, during the winter,
Yeah.
and there's a slope that you can go down. You can literally cross all three countries in that single slope, if you went down
Yeah.
diagonally.
Hey,
And that's what they're not
Fua
going to stop you part ways down and be like, "Oh, excuse me, sir, where's your passport?"
No, I mean, we used to be like that too, because there's like parts of Maryland, or I think it was Maryland, where like literally like your house, half your house could be like in the United States and the other half would be like in Canada or something. That
Yeah,
was pre 9/11. After that, it's just like they closed the borders.
entirely. I know.
Yeah.
It was the same thing in Buffalo. A lot of times when Black Friday used to come around, people used to, like before Canada started doing their own versions of Black Friday sales.
You guys have Black Friday?
Yeah, they do now. But like before the actual sales started to come by, they used to, yeah, they used to go to the States. A lot of people would just jump border and go to like Buffalo or something, or New York,
So do
and
you
they would
guys
shop
celebrate
there.
Thanksgiving?
Dude, everywhere there's Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah, Thanksgiving's been here like about the same time, I believe.
Wow.
I think it's a North American thing.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. You have to
Now, if I
remember,
was
there's
talking
some
to somebody
things
from like Britain, they'd be like, not know what I'm talking about. I'm guessing.
Well,
they
no,
may
no,
not.
there's some major,
Remember,
like,
because
North
of the
American
internet
holidays.
now, there's a lot of things that people know.
That's true. All right, I will be right back.
All right.